struggle for the Ulster we all love. A border town, a village strong, whose people bear allegiance to the crown. In Crossmaglen, those orange men, whose patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the battle cry, it will be the orange men in Crossmaglen. The IRA's bazookas roar, their armour lights go crackle in the night, but pretty soon they'll know the score. The PEA for joining in the fight. In Crossmaglen, those orange men, whose patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the battle cry, it will be the orange men in Crossmaglen. The IRA in Crossmaglen, who've killed and maimed the Protestants at home and tried to spread their genocide, will have to find their sanctuary in Rome. In Crossmaglen, those orange men, whose patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the battle cry, it will be the orange men in Crossmaglen. It will be the orange men in Crossmaglen. And someday soon, 10,000 strong, the Ulster men will march from Belfast town to help their brothers fight the foe and rid the IRA from Ulster's land. In Crossmaglen, those orange men, whose patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the battle cry, it will be the orange men in Crossmaglen. In Crossmaglen, those orange men, whose patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the battle cry, it will be the orange men in Crossmaglen. It will be the orange men in Crossmaglen.
Hi, so that clip for this morning was actually quite a good one, to be fair, like, but I'm not too sure. Any want to hear? Any that weren't actually winning want to hear the speech that was read out today? If any are wanting, I can read that out after the next song. Just let me know.
Holy grey, will you not come to me? Bright lights turn to darkness, and the strength I cannot see. And my skull has just been shattered, and the shell which blinded me while fighting with the Armagh Brigade. Oh, I remember well all associates in arms as we gathered from our towns, our villages and farms, in answer to the echo of Carson's call to arms. She reformed up the Armagh Brigade. Well, we took those smuggle rifles from off the Clyde Valley to fight the South or England or whatever enemy would drive us into bondage and deny our liberty. Sure, we marched with the Armagh Brigade. So puzzled, I I cannot understand why we're fighting here in France and not in Ulster's land. And knowing England's promises are as firm as the rifting sand, we don't believe a word that they say. Oh, when we charged this morning with a great and mighty yell, right through the German trenches, how far I cannot tell, I prepared myself for heaven and marched right into hell, along with the Armagh Brigade. Well, I hear the booming thunder and the stutter of the gun, I hear the angry screaming of Ulster's falling sons in this bloody slaughterhouse of the Battle of the Somme. I'm dying in the Armagh Brigade. Oh, Ulster is my heritage, Ulster is my cause. This war is futility and its glory is a fraud. But I'm bleeding rather heavy now and I must go to God. I'm leaving the Armagh Brigade. Billy Gray, will you not come to me? For I'm far away from home, my wife and family. Oh, won't you come and speak some comfort and be a friend to me? If you're not dead yet, Billy Gray.
Often thought and wondered what the outcome might have been if the army hadn't came to protect the Scotland Green. While they shouted all their insults, they threw their petrol bombs and shouts. But on the 16th night of August, we should have shot the Lord. Well, I remember Derry Ogren in a skillet and the Boyne, but still fresh in my memory is the night we burnt the Boyne. Well, we chased those screaming gunmen down a hooker street they tore, and they sang the song we loved so well, the sash my father wore. Now they cried out, God please help us, please send the army in. And they got down and they pleaded with a basic buffalo bill. And so listen, all you Fenians, you rebels to the core. Well, the next time you start trouble, then our dying will be no more. So loyalists, I beg you, please come and make a stand against this force of evil, against this wicked band. For we are all united, and we never will be down, with Ulster standards flying high, the red hand and the crown. You remember Derry Ogren in a skillet and the Boyne, but still fresh in my memory is the night we burnt our gun. While we chased those screaming gunmen down a hooker street they tore, and they sang the song we loved so well, the sash my father wore. And they sang the song we loved so well, the sash my father wore. on a cold and grey November morn as I left Belfast town in a cold and lonely prison van. For Loncashire I was bound, but my spirit was unbroken, my heart was still on fire, for soon I knew I would be with the man behind the wire. When the judge had passed his sentence and the warders took me down, I cried out, no surrender, bless the red hand and the crown, but grant me just one favor, that is my one desire. Please let me serve my sentence with the man behind the wire. There were many faces strange to me, and many that I knew, whose only crime was loyalty to the old red, white, and blue, and love for dear old Ulster, even in this darkest hour, did shine within these loyal men, the men behind the wire. So when this war is over and our victory is won, let's not forget the sacrifice made by these loyal sons. They were staunch and true for me and you, so lift your glasses higher. Where would we have been without them, the men behind the wire? Where would we have been without them, the men behind the wire?
Aye, so cool winning today, right? It was an absolute. It probably was one of the better ones that you could have attended. To be fair, a far better attendance than we've seen George Square, even the BBC one. Well, in fact, it probably was. There was probably more than what we had at the BBC as well. And it was a pleasure. I met this older gentleman. He had a crack of a hat on with a wee Union flag umbrella on top of it. He had a Union flag dicky bow, and it was a pleasure. An old guy, and he came up and he asked if he could say a few words, and obviously we obliged. And he came up and spoke about the whole independence row, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant to see somebody just very willing to want to come up. A commoner just like ourselves, and willing to actually address the people there, seizing a moment to actually get their points across to a wider range of people. Some of the groups were present were Regimental Blues, Scotland Against Republicanism. Those lads also travelled through. We had Gordon from Alloa. He also travelled through, as always, and we had the CUP, the Commonwealth Unionist Party, as well. I travelled up with them guys, good bunch of guys. But what was pretty much said at Kilwinning, there was a thank you for being here on behalf of Peter Boyd, who arranged it. And apologies, I forgot to mention another group that was there who actually arranged it all was United Ayrshire Loyalists. But yeah, thanked everybody for being there. We told them what they already knew by saying the weather was abysmal. And it was passed over to myself. And the speech pretty much